The CDC has finally and completely and perfectly said there's no need for masks or social distancing any longer for vaccinated people. Let me repeat that. There is no need for masks or social distancing any longer for vaccinated people. So the CDC today has effectively acknowledged that COVID is over. I mean, that's where we are right now. Every NFL stadium should be 100% open. Every college stadium should be 100% open. Every arena, every NHL, every NBA game, every Major League Baseball game, everybody should have 100% capacity effective now. Because what the CDC is acknowledging is that there are enough people now who have been vaccinated, enough adults who have been vaccinated, and frankly also have had exposure to the virus already, that there's virtually no danger, especially if you are under the age of 50. As I've been telling you for a long time, you are nearly as likely to be murdered as you are to die of COVID. If you are under the age of 50, you're far more likely to die in a traffic accident if you're under the age of 50 than you are to die of COVID. If you want to continue to stay curled up in the fetal position and never do anything for the rest of your life, that's your right, but your fears can no longer constrict and constrain my freedoms. And so the CDC is effectively saying this situation is over, and it's happening at the same time that a couple of other stories I think are pretty significant here. ABC did a study. They examined bars, gyms, restaurants, nail salons, barber shops, and retail stores. All of the places that our experts told us we had to shut down, and they found that less than 5% of all COVID cases had been connected to bars, gyms, restaurants, nail salons, barbershops, or retail stores. And obviously we've seen this happen in Florida and Texas. I've been sharing the data with you for a long time. The numbers were not appreciably different. In fact, they were lower than in California and New York, which both had strict lockdowns. The data now is becoming even so transparent that places like ABC can't ignore it. Again, you can go read that article yourself. We linked it up on Outkick. Also, I saw this and I couldn't believe it. I know I shouldn't be stunned about it, but it's pretty wild to even contemplate. There are so many people out there that have actually been vaccinated and are still terrified of living their lives. And where in particular are those people? Well, many of them are in the Northeast, many of them are in California, but Morning Consult did a study. The media has so aggressively spread fear porn that even vaccinated people are still terrified to live their lives. I want to hit you with some of these details. People who are actually unvaccinated are less afraid of COVID than people who have been vaccinated. Think about this. How many people would be willing to attend an amusement park, visit an amusement park, if they have been vaccinated? Only 30% of vaccinated people are actually willing to go to an outdoor amusement park. It means 70% of people that have been vaccinated are so afraid of COVID that they won't even go to an amusement park. This is madness. You're under far more danger of death driving to the amusement park than you are actually at the amusement park. Only 27% of vaccinated people will go to the gym. Only 29% of vaccinated people are willing to go to a sporting event. Amazingly, unvaccinated people are actually far less likely to be terrified of COVID than the vaccinated people. 42 is according to Morning Consult. 42% of the unvaccinated are fine going to a sporting event. 47% of the unvaccinated, nearly twice as much, are fine going to an amusement park. And 42% are fine going to a concert. Only 23% are fine attending a concert if they've actually been vaccinated. This is madness. 47% of people are afraid, 53% of people with vaccines are afraid to rent a car. 43% of people who have been vaccinated are afraid of going on a date. 44% of vaccinated people are afraid to eat in a restaurant. This is all complete and total madness. People who are terrified of COVID have lost the ability to rationalize risk and make smart and intelligent decisions on behalf of those risk analytics. This is pure madness. And this is what the media has done by grabbing anecdotes and spreading them widely, even though they aren't remotely representative of the larger United States and, frankly, world risk from COVID. It's madness. Absolute, unadulterated madness. There is no way to defend it in any respect.